a daisy.
Hi everyone, it's me. I just wanted to upload this and share this with you. I was watching Mentor's live stream yesterday, and he kindly answered one of my questions. So other people don't go repeating it. I thought I would upload the clip instead of downloading the entire uh, live stream. I was just gonna play the audio clip that he mentioned me and answered my question. Also, give you a little bit of his stream too, just so you can, as a way of a shout out. Um, Mentor, I've been following his channel for a while. He's one of the featured channels on the list on the front page. Um, I find a lot of his stuff informative, so thank you, Mentor, for answering the question, and keep doing what you're doing.
It means that air traffic control knows where the aircraft are going to. They can plan, for example, if there's an intersection of two aircraft flying the same altitude and they have a crossing, they know which route each aircraft is taking, and they can tell each aircraft to maybe, design them a speed to make sure that there is enough distance in between them. It's hugely complicated, but once you have that route structure in force, it's actually very, very effective. So we can't just, which is what airlines obviously want to do, is just go straight where they want to go. Instead, you see them flying a little bit of a zigzag pattern, and then the air traffic controllers can give direct routings as we're flying. But anyway, the ones that are deciding this are the airlines. They are filing a flight plan, and once the flight plan has been approved, it tends to then become what we call a repetitive flight plan, which is that the airline uses the same flight plan for the same flight each and every day. So they won't be sitting there and doing flight planning as in route planning every day. Obviously, fuel planning is going to have to be done for each flight, but route planning is the same for each flight every day. So, for example, now here in Girona, where I'm based, we do very few flights during the winter, and that means that you almost know the route by heart after a while because you do the same route forth and back all the time. But it works. It works really, really well. But it's a great question. Thank you. Altitudes, like you asked about weights, by the way, weight will have a little bit of an impact because, for example, our, like if we're really, really heavy, we won't be able to climb initially up to maybe more than 36,000 feet. While if we're really light, like we've been the last few weeks, then you're going to be able to fly at 41,000 feet. So the airline is going to try to file you at a flight level that is as close as possible to the optimum level for that aircraft weight on every given day. Great question. Student pilot Bertram, have you been share flying since lockdown? No, not yet. All right. I don't really need to be honest. After 20 years, I think that I'm going to be rusty when I get back. Actually, I'm doing a video right now about what happens if a pilot sits on the ground for too long. What I need is actually training in the simulator. I need to get my hands on a proper simulator, because a lot of the training that you do, a lot of the things that you forget if you're not flying for a while is kind of connected to your muscle memory. So I want to sit in a simulator, even if it's only like a paper tiger, like a cockpit, cardboard cockpit. It actually helps a lot for your muscle memory and your brain to just sit and touch on the different buttons to remember a scan flow, for example. So you'll notice that when you do your typewriting yourself, is that a lot of time you'll be sitting with your manuals and you'll just be sitting in a paper tiger pointing at buttons, so that when you get into the simulator later on, you will remember. The same for me in the aircraft. If I would just get like an hour in a simulator and get to fly it around a little bit, I will be just as new, back to flying just as normal. But if I don't, then if I go more than a few months, I'm gonna have to fly with a trainer. Even though I'm an examiner, I'm still gonna have to fly with another line trainer, or even possibly a TRE in the right seat as a first officer, to verify that I keep my skills up. Okay, that's a good question. I would love to. Now this crisis is kind of course, creating a bit of a money stop in the company. But before this crisis came, I was planning on buying a simulator, or even maybe building one, but I'm not that technical. So maybe buying a fixed base simulator and put it up in a place and have meetups there and do cool courses and do videos and stuff. I have a proper like €100,000 type simulator. That's gonna have to wait now, but I'm still kind of playing with the idea. And if I had that, then I will be able to go there and just get another first officer and go and fly around a little bit, because they work perfectly as training devices.
You can teach monkeys to fly better than that.